Hey guys, it's Mordecai and welcome to Spazzy's Classroom. I have a tutorial for you today about making makeup for Dead or Alive 5. I specifically use Dead or Alive 5 last around. This is compatible with AutoLink, and you can find tutorials about how to set up AutoLink online very easily. So you're going to need a few things. You're going to need LR Photo Studio, TMC texture tool, and archive tool, and all of these can be found on Nexus Mods. I'll try to leave some links in the description for you. Obviously you need a copy of Dead or Alive 5 because you're going to need to be extracting some character model stuff. You can buy it on Steam. There are other ways to get it. We're not going into that. That's up to you. First thing that we're going to do is open up the archive tool folder, and I'm going to open up archivetool.exe. You're going to see an interface that looks a little something like this. We're going to go up to where it says open. I already have it to my Dead or Alive 5 last round folder. If you have this through Steam, you're going to go through program files, Steam apps, common, find Dead or Alive 5 last round, and it'll be the same sort of folder as this. You're gonna go into here, and I am gonna go into where it says char common. We're gonna click that, and we're gonna go ahead and open it. Might take a moment, but it should show you just a bunch of stuff in here. We are looking for specifically a face file. You will also need a hair file, and I can show you how to extract both, so don't worry about it. I already have a hair file prepared for this specific mod, but in order to use a makeup mod with AutoLink, you need to have it attached to a hairstyle. So just once again, let me repeat myself. In order to use a makeup file, it needs to be attached to a hairstyle, or it will not show up in game. I have done extensive testing with AutoLink, and it has not shown up. I'm going to be using Marie Rose, so I'm going to type Marie into the quick filter, and it's going to show me just tons of Marie Rose stuff. Costumes, files, everything. You can see at the top there's a Marie_face TMC. This is exactly what we need, so I'm going to click on that. Just go ahead and check mark that. We're going to look for something called Marie Face TMCL as well. Here it is. Go ahead and check mark that. Now, there is also hairs that you can go ahead and extract. So you can see Haro 3, Haro 2, there's probably Haro 1 somewhere in here as well. Here it is. When you extract it, you're going to want the TMC and the TMCL file. So let's just say we're going to get Marie Hair 3. You would find Marie Hair 3 TMC, and then we're going to look for Marie Hair 3 TMCL. So let's just go ahead and look for that. Here it is. You would go ahead and click that too. You want the TMC and the TMCL file for whatever you're extracting. Now, like I said, I have hair prepared, but I'm just going to extract this to show you how it works. Up here where it says extract selected, don't click this just yet. We're going to go over to these 3 dots and go ahead and click that. I'm going to extract it to my desktop, so I'm going to go ahead and go to this PC desktop, and I'm going to go ahead and press OK. Once you have it to wherever you want to extract it to, go ahead and extract selected. It will extract pretty quickly. It's very fast. And you're going to go ahead and exit out of Archive Tool for now, because that's all we need it for at the moment. Now you can see that I have all 3 of these files on here, and then here's the 4th one up here. Like I said, I don't need these hair files, so I'm going to delete them. But here is the Marie Face and Marie Face TMC. Here they are right here. Okay? So, what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead to TMC Texture Tool JPN. Go ahead and open that. We're going to open the folder inside, and texturetool.exe is what you want to open. It's going to open a little panel that looks like this. Now, we're going to drag and drop the TMC file, not the TMCL, but the TMC file into here. It's going to open up a larger window for viewing the images, and you're going to see a bunch of different images in here. shines, some normal maps. Here's the sweat texture. You can see some shading, different things like that. Glasses texture. If you wanted to edit the glasses that go along with this face, you could do so. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna be extracting this one specifically. This is her face texture, so you can see it has her eye, teeth, ears, face, and just sort of her hairline. We're gonna be extracting this. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna right click the picture itself and press save you as PNG. I'm gonna save this once again on my desktop for the purpose of this tutorial. I'm just gonna save it as its name, texture is 6. Go ahead and save that. Once it's finished saving, it will appear wherever you saved it, obviously, and here is mine. This is all you need from Texture Tool right now, but do not close this, just minimize it for the time being. So we have our texture, and that's good. So now, we're gonna go ahead and you're gonna open whatever image editing tool you want. Whatever you personally use is perfectly fine. I'm gonna be using Paint Tool Psi because that's what I draw with. So I'm gonna actually have my picture editor open. You can use Photoshop, you can use Paint Tool Psi, you can use GIMP, you can use Paint.net, you can use Krita. It does not matter. You're just any drawing program that you want. I personally am going to be drawing the textures by hand, but you can always just find stuff online and vectors, other free to use images. Just make sure that you're actually allowed to use them and use them to make different sort of makeup looks or whatever you want. Really, you can do anything. So I'm going to be doing some different edits here just to showcase how this will work. I'm going to be editing Marie's eye color. I'm also going to be editing and giving Marie some makeup as well. And I'm going to be giving Marie's teeth braces. So this is what we're going to be doing for this, just to show what can happen. You're not really going to see the teeth much in game, but we're just doing it for fun. So let's go ahead and start with a new layer in your art program, and I have my tablet hooked up, so we're gonna go ahead from here and I'm just gonna draw the texture. This might take me a hot minute. I don't think I'm gonna talk through this. This is obviously creative. It's up to you how you want this to look, so this is not up to me to dictate to you how you should and should not draw your textures. So it's sort of just have fun and make whatever you want, really. Okay, so I am finished with my makeup that I wanted to make. This is what it looks like. I did some brown eyes, bit of some braces, a sparkly red eyeshadow, some little hearts that'll be on the cheeks, and just a bit of blush and some lipstick. So we're gonna go ahead, and I already saved it, but you just save this when you're finished. And next we're gonna need to open up GIMP specifically. There is a plugin. I will try to leave a link to it in the description. It's on Nexus Mods, but it's to save the PNG as a DDS, which is what we need for the texture itself. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the texture, put it in here, and we're gonna go up to where it says File, Export As, and down where it's select file types, we'll go to DDS. Like I said, you're gonna need a plugin for this. In order to install a GIMP plugin, you would just go to GIMP in your program or in your app data. So you would go to, I'll show really quick, %app data %, and you would find where GIMP is. my case is right here. You go to 2.10 and you would click where it says plugins right here, and you would put the dds.exe inside of there. It's nothing too difficult. Anyways, we're going to save this as a DDS and press OK. Now it's saved as a DDS, which should be on my desktop, which is right here. I'm going to go ahead and press exit on this. We have the DDS that we need. We do not need the PNG version, but you should save it if you want to make changes. We're going to go open up LR Photo Studio. This is how we can check and see if it's going to look the way we want. So I'm just going to go back to C drive for now. Just keep LR Studio open. And while that's open, you go to texture tool again. So we're back in our texture tool, and we're going to right click this and we're going to press swap. After you press swap, you're going to find where your DDS is. Here's mine. I'm going to press open, and you can see it swapped in my texture version. Now you would just press save, press overwrite, and this will overwrite the TMC file that we were working with. So this one right here, that's on my desktop. And now we can drag and drop TMC in here into LR Photo Studio, and you can see the makeup right here. So I'm going to go ahead and move this so it's centered and you can look at it. So here is the texture with the makeup. So there's the brown eye color, you can see the lips, the hearts on the cheeks, and the red eyeshadow that I made for Marie Rose. We can also adjust the eyebrows as well if we want to. It's not too big of a deal, but we can do that if we would like. I'm going to be using this with a black hair mod, but I don't think it should be too much problems. As you can see, she does have glasses. You can take this off by pressing this little glasses tool down here, and this is what she looks like without them. But if you wanted to keep the glasses on and you wanted to color them, you would just edit that texture inside of the that we got from the TMC texture tool. I'm not going to be using glasses, so I'm not too worried about this, but you can see that this is what the makeup looks like in its finished version. So now what we're going to do is we're going to just exit out of this. We don't need it open anymore. And these TMC and the TMCL are ready to be put in our game. I am going to go ahead and open up my game archive. Now that I'm in AutoLink, you're going to go and I'm going to find Marie's folder. So here's Marie. I have this long black hair that I plan to use with my makeup, so I'm actually going to take a copy of that. And we're gonna go into, you can put the makeup and hair combo in this general section to be able to use it with any hairstyle, and I'll show you an example really quick of that. So Hanoka. I did a Hanoka makeup swap in number 3 here. So you can see it has the same naming scheme as the face and hair, so it's at Hanoka_loose hair, at Hanoka_loose face. And you can actually take these and put them just in Hanoka's folder, which I'm not going to do right now. But if you just put them here in Hanoka's folder, you can use them with any outfit. I'm going to be putting my Marie ones in a specific folder to be used with a specific outfit. So I just have to find which one that is. Okay, so it's this one here. So I'm going to put these hair files for Marie in here. And then I'm going to grab my files off my desktop. Sorry about this Toontown launcher. And I'm going to put them in here as well. So now I need to rename the Marie face stuff to the same as this. So I'm just using keyboard controls just because I don't have my controller plugged in right now, which is fine. I'm going to go to solo match. Doesn't really matter. We're just checking. And I'm going to go to Marie. Now I have to find what costume this is linked to, so this might take me a moment, so just be patient. Here we go. So here's this, and then we have the Marie Black, and there it is. You can see it works, and the makeup works, and it's linked together. She has the different eye color, the sparkly eyeshadow, the hearts on her cheeks, blush, and a lipstick. So you can use this for anything. It's not locked into a specific outfit, but I'm just sort of showing you how it looks with my desired Another example, I did not make this, but in Kasumi, somebody made an Hi Hi Puffy Ami Yumi costumes, and you can see the same naming scheme for that as well. Just follow that naming scheme and your makeup should work in game. Just make sure it's linked to a hairstyle. Make sure the names are the same with the face and hair, and everything should work for you. That's all I got for you today. So thank you so much. I'm sorry about BlueStacks just fucking opening. So thank you so much for watching this video. I know it wasn't the most put together tutorial like most of mine are, but it was a pretty simple process. If you have any questions, just ask in the comment section. I'll try to help you the best I can. Next thing I'm going to be trying to learn is recoloring costumes, so hopefully I can get that going for us and I can show you how to do that. In the future, I do hope to learn how to make custom hairstyles and custom costumes, but that's a long way away and I have a lot to learn before I can get to that point. So for now, thank you so much for watching. Stay groovy everybody, and have a good one. Bye bye.
Three, two,